Cindy Beale is back in Walford. Today on Watching Walford, we're going to be covering the episode that took place on Monday, the 28th of August. It's August.
Yeah, it's August.
It was a very, I'd say warm. It was very focused on, because obviously it was Anna's birthday, where she, you know, it's all like, oh, isn't that great? You know, oh, is Rose there? Is Rose there? Ah, no, Rose isn't there. No. Sounds, cheers. And, you know, all this, like, big preparation. But Cindy shows up. And she immediately just goes like, hello, Kathy. And then Kathy's like, you're dead. And, honestly, Piggy, we know that Kathy Beale died off screen, and she faked her own death, right?
Yeah.
So why is she like, I can't believe you do this? I can't believe you do this. And then I guess you throw in the, but I was in an abusive relationship. It's like, yeah, but you still did it though. You still did it. Came back, acted like nothing happened, and then fucking waltzed back on in. These are some double standards, Kathy. You can't be doing that. I was just like, yeah, Cindy, you fucking bitch. Who would fake their own death? Oh, it was me. It was me all along. Sound. Fucking piece of shit. But, you know, it built up to a massive, like, slap fest. They both exchanged slaps. Someone compared it to Pat and Peggy. Which, honestly, if they're both on the show for the next, like, I don't know. See, the issue is, I could see Cindy and Ian being back together for keeps. But I could also see George Knight and Cindy leaving in, like, a year's time.
Yeah.
Like, I think they always have that, like, Uno reverse card where it's like, well, I think they've just set up so much stuff. I suppose, obviously, this definitely led into, and first and foremost, Talking Walford's video, figuring out that Cindy was Rose Knight was an absolute banger and hit on a lot of the notes that have actually happened. And it has pretty much come across pretty much like 80% exactly how it did. So, you know, kudos, fair play. Obviously they had to set it up so when Cindy came back, there would be a lot more people who would actually be affected because, well, simply Cindy wasn't there when a lot of people were. Like, Cindy knew Phil, I guess Martin and Sharon, and then, Kathy and Ian. So, it was pretty, mid. Most of the people who were there kind of all left. So, yeah, it was kind of like a fun little thing. I suppose the key ending to this episode is Ian's back, and Ian sees the Knight sisters, and then he finds Cindy like, oh, Cindy, quick, I'm hurting, can we just go back home? Can we go back home, please? Because she agreed to help Kathy make some canapes. Ian, I've had an heart attack, I'm ill, don't go to the pub. But in the final scenes of the episode, George takes a breather and sees his ex-wife Rose. And they just look very, very shocked. Big shocked Pikachu face. Alright, Piggy, as we're both absolutely fucking knackered, what did you think of that episode?
I liked it. Obviously, I was in an airport watching it. So, I couldn't hear it. But I was looking at the visuals, and I absolutely loved it. And what I would have loved is, do you know, when they do acapellas of songs?
Yeah.
So they just take the vocals and not the song. I would have loved.
When it's acoustic.
Yeah. I'd love if in the pub all you hear is There used to be a great tower.
Used to be a town for those that you need. Did you
Like, I
know
love
when it snows?
when it snows. My eyes become large and the light that
Smell a kiss from a rose.
I would have loved if a Kiss from the Rose was playing in the pub.
Would have been a great
Plus-
time. I think even for EastEnders it would have been a bit too campy though. Like
Yeah, but could you imagine? No, could you just imagine the shocked Pikachu face, and then all you hear is, "I've been kissed by a rose on the ground. The more I get of you, the stranger the feels in the air." Oh, I would have loved it. I would have loved it. Like, it would have been campy, but it would have been fucking hilarious. Just.
Very true, but as they say, I don't think EastEnders cooked the pooch. I think it was the perfect... Because, you know, she's back. You have to address all of the things. But you can't have her address it all in one episode. Like, that's just... What the fuck's the point in that? You can't just go, oh yeah, Cindy's back and she's made friends with everybody there. And it's like, no, that's just not happening, is it? You know, we've got to dredge this out a bit more. Like, the river's fucking shallow, lads. I'm already fucking feet deep. I need to be getting in there deeper. And so obviously there'll be like a bubbling under the surface where I assume George will have a bit of a struggle trying to decide whether he does actually love Rose, but now has to get used to her as Cindy, or whether he is just like truly invested in Elaine. It was also funny to see that Elaine and Cindy did bump into each other. And so, no, I'm done. And then little does she know. Little does she know. Like, she didn't even get to see a picture of her. That's how fucking tight-lipped George has been. So she bumped into her in the calf and she couldn't even warn her. Like, oh, man.
Yeah, like, it is interesting. I don't know why. I wanted it to be more campy. Like, I wanted it to be like the film Ben in the courthouse where Ben's gone and Phil's gone. I just wanted it to be like George going, Rose, and Cindy going, George. Oh. Rose, George, Rose, and Ian's going, oh, I'm having a heart attack, I'm having a heart attack. Oh, lads, stop it. Oh, I'm dead. I hope that's the new Ian Beale that we see. It's just when he wants to get out of his way, oh, I'm having a heart attack. Oh,
entirely.
I'm hurting, Cindy, please, I'm dying. Are you really? No, I just wanted your attention. What do you think of my suit? Should I wear this suit or this suit? Which one looks more realistic? Yeah. Hopefully they don't screw this up. They probably won't. I want dickhead Ian Beale back, where he's just a dick to everyone.
I mean, I don't want full like 2019 dickhead Ian Beale. But, you know, there are still the glimpses. Ian will always be a weasel. That's always how he's been characterized, you know. He slowly got weaker over time. Like, he was actually a fairly okay boxer back in the day, but they retcon that one. Yeah. But, sorry, I was just taking a drink. But they still, like, you know, because what's the reason he doesn't want to go back? Because her daughters and her ex-lover is here, and so at any sign of trouble he's like, oh, Cindy, I'm dying. Oh, Ian, you okay? Yeah. So, you just told me you were dying. Well, I don't know why that's his voice. Yeah, honestly, it was a really good episode. It was kind of perfect. They've had all the time in the world to like build to this, and it did quite well. obviously we're gonna see the fallout of this over the next couple of days. Like, obviously the girls are gonna find out, and then they're both gonna go a bit mental. Spoilers suggest that, well, obviously Anna's a bit fucking thrown off because her mum's suddenly shown up out of nowhere, having no actual intentions to fucking find them. And, you know, it's gonna be pretty fucking disastrous. And, you know, Anna's supposedly gonna sleep with Freddy. Not sure why Freddy's gonna do it. Like, Freddy, that's your boy. Can't be doing Bobby Bieber dirty like that. And Gina's probably gonna go off the fucking rails again. But I genuinely believe that somehow Elaine will be like the fucking rock in this situation, where Elaine will be like, look, I don't like you. And I think that she'll like, I think they won't be civil. There'll be a lot of barbs thrown either way. But I do think that Elaine will probably be like the olive branch and just be like, I fucking hate her, but you like her and you need her, so fine. And then obviously on their wedding, which will probably, I assume they'll have a Christmas wedding. You know, fucking Elaine and Cindy will have a fucking fight. It'll be great fun. I don't know how George is going to react is the next thing. I guess George just has a very big, like, I don't know how to cope with this. And just that contrast between past and present, and whether the future should be with the past or with the present. But I think this will bring George and Linda a bit closer, which will set up towards Christmas time.
Oh.
Because, I mean, as we can tell, well, doesn't look like Theo's last until Christmas. It looks like Nish has been completely removed from any of the attention. Like, oh, suddenly the cafe's like gonna be, there's gonna be a massive fire. Huh, I wonder if maybe Vinny's gonna die there, or maybe
wait, what?
There's been news that that Kathy's calf is supposed to like be set on fire.
Why?
I don't know.
That where Eve and Vinny get trapped.
Yeah, EastEnders lines up fire storyline for Kathy. Could be done in an explosion. Some Walford residents' lives could be on the line with a blazing lights of Walford landmark. There are already indications it may not be an accident. I'm saying Nish or Vinny set it on fire and die. Filming on these shocking scenes has probably just taken place and will be transmitted at some point this autumn. Halloween. It's gonna be on Halloween. Probably. Yeah, then it just kind of goes through like, oh, do-do-do-do. Yeah, and yeah, so Dean has to get introduced soon. I really could see Dean suddenly appearing as like Gina's like boyfriend, like, you know. But who knows? They said there will be a lot more clues in September, so. And if Theo's gone, that leaves pretty much Nish and who's the other one? Dean. So, you know, kind of maybe puts up Keanu there possibly. And maybe even Phil, but I still don't believe that Phil's dying. But yeah, that was a bit of a sidetrack, but we love them here. If you're not used to them at this point, you're still on the wrong channel. It's been like 9 months, lads. Like, Lily's had a baby in this time. Just about. But yeah, obviously, I suppose just to say this now, we will be doing our usual coverage. We will have a live watch of the episodes go live as the episodes start. So if you want like a companion to react as and when, like, if you want a companion to watch as it goes live, go ahead and put us on the side. And it will be a premiere, but it's not live, of course, pre-recorded, because we got shit to do and stuff that we should probably be doing instead of sitting down at 7:30 each day to watch EastEnders. Anything else happening, Piggy?
No.
He's having a sleep. I've been Ash from Watching Walford, and I've been joined by Piggy.
Bonjour, motherfuckers. Follow us. We are delicious. Follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram at Watching Walford. Follow us, or not follow us, subscribe to us on YouTube at Watching Walford. I have been Piggy. You have been delicious.
Oh.
We will see you in the next one. And just remember that you've all been kissed by a rose.